Now the thing I like about this recipe is that it's quick and easy. Now to make the crust, we're going to need 2 cups of raw almonds, and I have raw organic almonds. Make sure that they are not roasted or anything like that. It won't be raw. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to process it in my food processor. Now I'm going to slowly add 2 cups of dates to these almonds. Guess I'll add a cup at a time. Now I'm going to take a pie plate and I'm going to add a little olive oil. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm moving quickly here. And I'm going to spread my olive oil around. Now I'm going to take my crust and I'm going to add it to the plate. Using my hands today, indigenous woman. Now, in order to make the syrup, I'm going to take 1 peeled and seeded orange and I'm going to add it to my food processor. Now I'm going to add my dates. Now I forgot to mention that while you're processing your syrup, you may want to add a splash of water, but being the soul food maven I am, I'm going to kind of tweak this recipe a little different. I'm going to do it not exactly like it is in the book. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and a half a teaspoon of almond extract along with the cinnamon. And then I'll add the water in the mixing bowl. Now I'm going to take my vanilla. I'm using a teaspoon. Ooh, half a teaspoon of almond extract. And I'm adding my cinnamon. You know, in soul food, it's not always about the traditional soul food dishes. Sometimes you can take a dish that can be Italian, Mexican, and you tweak it the way you want to. And we like to add our own flavors to things. So I still consider it a soul food recipe. After all, apple pie is a very traditional dessert. And we like apple pie too. Okay, so now I'm stirring the ingredients all together. This is a lot of syrup. I like the apple pie to be real syrupy. I'm going to taste it and make sure it's to my liking. Now I'm going to tweak it even more and I'm going to add some raw agave nectar to it. Raw agave nectar. And this is totally random, might I add. Okay. Now, let me also note that dates are very delicious. They're sweet on their own, so you won't need to sweeten things. So don't worry about if it's going to be sweet enough. The dates will take care of it itself. I just like extra sweetness. Now I'm going to take my apples and I'm going to add them to my syrup. And I'm going to stir it around real good. And that's pretty much about it. We're almost finished. As soon as I stir this in there, We are going to top it on our almond pie crust. Check it out. Now, I'm going to pour this on top. Now, if you notice, I've done something slightly different with my pie crust. I've tweaked it once again. Because if you look at a traditional apple pie, it has like the crisscross topping over the inner filling. So in order to do that, I made some more apple pie crust with the almond paste and the dates, and I just kind of crisscrossed it across the pie. Now, if you haven't had any raw dessert before, then you may think, ugh, that looks kind of odd. But this is one of those dishes I guarantee is delicious. And actually, when you eat it, because of the cinnamon, it tastes warm. You'll forget that it's even raw, pretty much. So it tastes better than it may look to you. To me, it looks good because I'm used to raw food. But to you, who may have never had a raw dessert, then it may be something different. But I reassure you, it is very delicious. And I did the best I could to make it look more like an apple pie. But I guarantee you will enjoy it. Peace.